Welcome to the penultimate DM commentary for segment 24. I'm Chris Perkins.
When you walk back that way,
this
hallway
is the end, my friends.
There are two frozen dwarves holding levers, which appear to be to these doors, which are in the.
They are on the way out of the dungeon.
So you have absolutely nothing stopping you on your way out there.
Well,
so the question is, are you planning to go fight spiders, or are you going to just skedaddle and talk to the
Why
spiders?
would we fight spiders?
Where's our
Get
flamethrower?
the flamethrower, which is right around that corner.
There.
Go through the drum room and around to the spiders.
Yep. All right.
And just clean this place out, because that architect was such a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Hey, we never used that gem.
Yeah, we still got the gem.
Ah, yes, the players remember the gem that they got from the dwarven face early in the adventure. How many times does that happen in your games? The heroes receive some crucial bit of information or some useful item, and then completely forget about it.
To around here.
All right.
And this guy's leading the way?
That's up to you guys.
I believe this is the point where they actually give the ballista a name.
I'll get behind it.
Did anyone tell him that we got the shield? I think he'd be excited. Should we check out if there's treasure in that room?
You guys want to
right?
name him? What name do you want to give him? I'll tell him. Yeah.
I love that they want to name the ballista. That is awesome.
This way,
The name they actually give him, not so awesome.
All right.
Your name is Spitfire Hot Stuff Caliente the Fourth.
Lead this thing in.
And I will have it move ahead of me at whatever range it can until it encounters something along.
The heroes could simply backtrack and leave, but no.
All dangling corpses.
They decide to go into the one area they avoided earlier, the cave with the spiders.
But they clearly look lifeless to you.
And the spiders consist of a mother spider, which was a controller, and 4 spider minions.
All right.
What was cool about this encounter, even though I pretty much bulldozed my way through it, was that the mother spider can pull the strands of her massive web to animate the dangling skeletal dwarf corpses.
And you hear this sort of squeeze.
That was a pretty cool visual in my mind, the idea of this spider puppeteer. She also had an entangling web attack that didn't really come into play, at least I don't remember it did.
Wait, Tom, can you throw your gem?
He's got it covered.
He's holding on to that gem.
I'm sure.
The heroes do the smart thing and send in the ballista first. And it really expedites the battle, which is a good thing since the clock is counting down.
Hey, everybody, get 3 wishes.
Everybody roll initiative for me. Of Steel, Jaundice, and Ranrock, who goes first?
You rolled a 5?
I rolled a 5, and then you beat me.
We both got
Okay,
5s and
okay.
rolled, and
Okay.
you won. So I'm last. I think
right.
Zeb's first.
All right.
Or
Got
rather,
it. And those who rolled
Ran-
7s,
If there was more time, I would have made this a more harrowing encounter.
then it is the spider's turn.
Uh-oh.
This one's actually dead because you caught it in that blast.
Good. You only caught one?
One less thing.
So we're standing right next to the exit, right?
Yeah. They will leap down and attack the construct.
Does it have anything to say about that?
Thanks, fellas.
This isn't what I was made for. All right, they clamp onto it ineffectually. And then it is, Mother Spider stays back there, and we have got,
Old Ranrock. Now, if I step into here, will I be in this guy's blast area?
not unless he says so.
Okay. So I'm going to, or can I even make it here?
Yep,
Okay, I'm gonna come here.
you totally can.
And I'm gonna do a cleave
Yep.
on these two.
Oh, because we're starting fresh.
They are minions, so if you hit
Okay.
them, they'll just die.
I think I
You
got
hit,
him.
well, hit that guy.
We'll just resolve this bit with Ranrock here.
Plus 8, 18.
I actually do have things to say. I'm not swept up in the game.
It is Steel's turn.
I'm gonna walk back to the
I already know how it ends.
and say, hey. Would it interest you to know that we got?
Hello.
We got
By the way, I just want to say again, that is one great map.
Well,
Damn,
isn't that a
I'm good.
surprise? Nice work. Well done.
Ah, yes, and I get to speak to the dwarven face one more time. With his inexplicable southern accent.
Anything else you want to say?
Your mother and I are very proud of you.
He says, so are you going after the other 3 or the other 2?
Are they here?
He says, by Morden's beard, no.
I'm Moradin's beard, no!
Yes, let us schedule a
Don't know
time
where
for
I
that
came
right
up with
now.
that.
Take out your date book. Let's schedule a time.
He says, I'm one of the builders of this here tomb. I didn't have anything to do with the other ones.
Here's me hearkening back to future adventure possibilities.
On your own. What is that noise I hear, by the way?
Oh, we got a flamethrower.
We're trying to get out these
There's me making explosion noises.
ahead to,
One of my favorite pastimes.
do you want to command this thing to do anything?
It's pretty much how I spend my Saturdays. Walking the dog, making explosion noises.
Yeah, I want him to.
No, not those kind of explosion noises.
Oh,
Get your heads out of the gutter.
So do me a favor and roll 2d. Actually, don't roll anything. I just max it out. Spider will make a loud noise as Mama Spider burns. Thank you very much. Well done. You know, with this thing in your possession, you're probably going to own this.
It would be cool to see someone, not necessarily me, do a 3-part series that included this adventure and the other 2 dwarven tombs. The Tomb of the Heartless Dwarf and the Tomb of the Iron Warlord. I had envisioned the Heartless Dwarf as this being this sort of undead dwarf whose heart had been ripped out, and in order to kill him, you had to destroy his heart first. I thought that was kind of cool. Again, not my idea.
Step in here.
It's been done before.
You like
I
puppet shows, huh?
assumed
I remember
once through my friendly.
a monster or a creature in the
Last year
original
with
first edition adventure Pharaoh that had a very similar trait.
+5 to hit. 15.
And the Iron Warlord I actually envisioned as this dwarf who was somehow, through some sort of magical ritual or mishap, transformed into iron,
Okay.
and hence his name.
Only does 6.
Sort of like a living golem.
She lives. She's bloodied, by the way.
He'd probably bond with Ranrock pretty well.
Totally acred. Kai's turn.
But what's left to do? I want to ride this thing like Slim Pickens at the end of.
That's awesome.
From there, can I don't know, throw a javelin at
Yeah,
the
you totally
Mama
could.
Spider? All right, here we go.
Oh, that's pretty.
11 plus, what's the javelin? 6.
That's going to hit her.
Yes.
Woo! Just like Zygon.
And damage, please.
Damage.
D6 plus 4. Yep.
9.
All right, it sticks in her. She squeezed some more, but she's still hanging.
This encounter doesn't have the dramatic tension of the previous encounter, but still, players are having a great time because they are kicking ass.
Into position. I'm gonna throw down that gem.
Yeah.
And see what happens.
Bluebell smashes the gem and unleashes.
Gigantic earth elemental appears
Oh!
and just smashes the spider to a pulp.
Here's me taking over the narrative at this point and having the ballista and elemental pretty much demolish all the remaining opposition. Right now we're about 5 minutes away from countdown to end of session.
More stuff down there. Tell it to crush everything in its path.
Yes, it will go off and meander down here and crush puppets.
Bring
And,
us treasure.
when it starts to beat on this thing, a spider swarm comes pouring out of the dead.
The spider swarm comes out of the dead beholder.
Stomping on the spider swarm and beating things up, which allows you to quietly withdraw. However, you can't take your arcane ballista with you because it won't fit up the stairs.
Thank you, though.
Back where the old
Part
woman
ways,
was.
old friend.
All right.
My goal
so
with this
Give it a hug.
whole
and I
enterprise.
sort of say, like,
Oh, wait.
I shed a tear, and I wish you could come with me. And it sort of says,
I know I'm your favorite.
I'll be right here. And
Jaundice bids the ballista a tearful farewell.
And as I look back down the stairway, it just goes like
Or is it the ballad version of Hot Times?
My goal was not to do anything remarkable. If someone who's never DM'd before comes away from these video casts thinking, that doesn't look hard at all, I want to try running a game, then I've accomplished something.
we're trying to build a good rep.
Guys, it's our first job. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Give it a
All right.
shield.
I guess we'll have to pick that up another time.
What?
Thank you, Chris.
And thus endeth the game.